is 35 years old, and if that doesn't make you feel old, I don't know what will. Oh, okay, sorry. I thought I whitelisted IGN a long time ago, but apparently I didn't. Okay, so there was a Nintendo Direct earlier this week. Where was it this week or it was last week? Sorry. Right after the show, right after we recorded the show, where they announced a bunch of different stuff for Mario's 35th anniversary. I'm just going to run through these really quick. This is from Adam Bankhurst over at IGN. Super Mario 3D All-Stars is coming out on September 18th. It includes Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy. Then Super Mario 3D World and Bowser's Fury are arriving on Nintendo Switch on February 21st, 2021. Mario Kart Live Home Circuit lets you race through your home. This is a weird, like, you have RC cars that you can race in real life, and you can like set up courses in your living room and race through them. If it wasn't a part of this whole rundown, we probably would have put this in the offbeat section because it was just weird. Game & Watch the Super Mario Bros. Game & Watch Super Mario Bros. Brings classic games to a modern take on a classic device. So it's like a little handheld thing that you can play old Super Mario games. A Super Mario Battle Royale, because everybody was asking for that. Super Mario,
I'm gonna wreck some kids.
Super Mario All-Stars was released the day of the Direct, which included Mario Bros, Super Mario Bros 2, Super Mario Bros 3, and then the Lost Levels, and then some in-game stuff as well. Guys, just want to pass this over to you, let you hit on anything that jumped out to you in this Direct.
Big Boy Roy is very excited about 3D All-Stars, but he says, I don't think I'll ever understand the limited release angle.
That's the only thing that jumped out to me.
Go for it.
So the game will be getting a limited physical release as well as a limited digital release.
They can only print so many digital copies, Cody.
Yes. So they'll be limiting it with like limited amounts of keys, like digital keys. And it's limited, I believe. You can only purchase it on the Nintendo Store up until the end of March 2021, I think. This is a pretty artificial way of creating high demand for your product. That's what my initial response was, because you've seen it like jump to the top of the store immediately.
So, if I'm reading this correctly, there will be a limited physical release in the sense of like limited units.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like the digital one is limited in terms of numbers. It's just limited in that after March 31st, it will leave the store.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't think it makes any more sense to say it that way, but I just want to avoid confusion. It's not like you're going to jump in on like February 8th and it's like, oh shit, we already sold, 20,000 copies. Sorry, you're out of luck.
I just don't.
Big Boy Roy.
Why?
Big Boy Roy says there are already scalpers posting their physical release for $100 to $120.
I was going to say it's a great way to earn some money by selling the game. It's also another great way to make your Switch instantly more valuable.
Yeah.
But look, it's this is what Nintendo has found a lot of success with over the last few years. I mean, when you look at the mini, I can't remember what they were called now, like the mini NESs and SNESs.
Yeah.
Those
limited as well, I guess.
Yeah, releasing those in a limited fashion, and look how those things sold. I mean, I was at GameStop when the NES came out. We couldn't keep the thing on the shelf. Like, we had people calling, like asking every single day if we got more in. There was the Nintendo Switch shortage over the summer too, with COVID-19 and like the limited production, and they were sold out left and right every single place. Like, we've seen this with their strategy when it comes to amiibos and all this kind of stuff. I'm worried about what this may mean for the future of other remasters and re-releases for their games, but I'm also worried with what this may mean for physical retail options of new games that they come out with. Are they going to limit Breath of the Wild 2 physical releases when they come out. Like, this is just kind of dangerous territory to start playing around in and find success with, and it's just getting dangerously close to impacting the way that we buy just regular games. Like, I think it makes sense for a novelty piece of hardware.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, for the mini SNES, it made sense. For this, it's really strange because this is not, especially with this, because this is an idea that fans have been clamoring for forever. Once the Switch came out, at least since the Switch came out, they have wanted to play some of these classic Mario games, the 3D Mario games on the console. I just think it's really unfriendly to consumers, especially anyone like. What if I do want to? I don't have a Switch when it comes out, and I get a Switch, and I kind of want to work through the backlog of Mario games, and I want to experience that history of Nintendo. Nintendo has a great history of titles, and it's celebrating its 35th anniversary of Mario by limiting that history, the span and the span that you can experience that history in. It just seems really, really odd for this kind of release as opposed to a novelty console or an amiibo or something like that.
And it's scarcity that drives the sale and the popularity for sure. But we talked about this back on Player 3 podcast back in the day. But Nintendo drives scarcity to the point that they sometimes shoot themselves in the foot. And it's like, you could have sold a lot more of these if you had just made a few more. And for me, they also went after emulators a few years ago, pretty severely. And I get that if you're going to make your backlog available, but if you're not, like, why erase yourself from gaming history like that?
Yeah, I have I have some eBay listings pulled up here. So yeah, $100, $110, $90, $90, $100 further down, $120. It's listed like, and we're what, a week and a half away from the game actually being out. So these are people who have secured pre-orders that are already turning around to try to sell the game. Big Boy Roy agrees. He says, I also just can't imagine they could make more money forcing people to buy it in a 4-month gap than having it be on a digital storefront for years. I don't know. Like,
it's selling really well.
I also think about the Disney Vault.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's not a new strategy by any means. I think it's a new strategy digitally. Now, we've seen this strategy plenty of times with like subscription services. Like, hey, you need to watch this now because it's going to be gone from this service at this date or whatever. And, that seems to work. But as far as like, I don't know, like, Big Boy Roy, I'm just not sure that the numbers realistically are going to pan out the way that you think. Like, digital sales, most games make all of their money, make them 90% of their money in the first 2 weeks of release. Every game that comes out is pretty much that way, unless you're looking at some anomaly like Rainbow Six Siege or these like games of services that improve over time. But a game like this where it's a one-time release, or The Witcher, but like these games like this, or it's just a one-time release, I think you're gonna see, like, in that 4 months, you're probably gonna compel a lot more people than you would over the lifetime of your console. And then what this allows them to do is say, hey, it's October, we're gonna drop, it's the 36th anniversary of Mario, we're gonna drop this on the digital storefront again for a month and people can buy it. I don't agree with it. I don't think I don't think it is a consumer friendly strategy. Economically speaking, I think it's well, and it's just funny, like, Nintendo has a tendency to, they just have a bank of goodwill that they seem to cash in on at all times and never really seem to suffer repercussions from it.
One day I'll rant a lot about that.
Yeah, as long as you release Zelda, Mario, and then they have Metroid, that's probably never going to come out, they'll be fine.
Yeah.
But I will say real quick before we move on, you made a joke about it and I made a joke about it, but I really am like really excited about this Mario Battle Royale. I will play the crap out of that. So
it's like Tetris 99. Is that the game?
Yeah. As you kill enemies, you send them to other people's boxes. But you pick whether it's random, the person who's in the lead, the person with the most time left, the person with the top score, like which person you're sending your enemies to, you can change that around. And you're just trying to run through the map with the most time and not die. Last man standing.
Given the sheer number of Mario speedrunners out there, this will probably be a fun game to watch people stream.
Yeah, I think I'm going to be great at it, and I'll probably be like silver.
Yeah. Speedrunning is one of those things, man. People are insane about it. The Mario Kart Live thing was just really, really weird to me, but also really cool. Like, I don't know. Nintendo just thinks of these weird ways to bring like AR in. I mean, we've had like Labo, which was this weird experiment where how much can we charge for cardboard and have suckers pay for it? Like,
Not a lot.
but like, this is like, how much will people pay for RC cars for Mario Kart to be able to drive around in their own houses? But what they showed of it was cool. I liked it. I don't know how popular it's going to be, but I think like going around Christmas time, I think some kids will be like, man, I want that Mario RC car, even if they don't understand like how it works in an AR way.
Yeah.
Anything else from the Mario 35th anniversary direct?